Dear students, today we are going to talk about linear combination of vectors. Name itself suggests us that it is nothing but linear combination of what? Vectors. Thus, we will need a vector space V and some collection of vectors from that set. So, in our syllabus, we are only going to talk about finite linear combination. Now, what is the role of finite word? I will explain you in a while. Suppose we have a vector space V and let us say we are having collection of vectors from the vector space V. Now this collection is containing only one vector and thus finite linear combination. So whatever collection of vectors we are going to get, that collection will contain only finite number of vectors and thus we are calling it as finite linear combination. Obviously, if you choose infinite vectors, then it will be called as infinite linear combination. Now, whenever I say linear combination hereafter, it is a finite linear combination because that is what we are going to study in our syllabus. Now, what do you mean by linear combination of V1 here is simply take one real number, I will call it as alpha 1, then this alpha 1 V1 for some choice of alpha 1 is called as linear combination of vector V1. Now if I take two vectors, then again the linear combination can be defined as, can you guess? Over here only one vector was present in the set, thus we have defined it as alpha 1 V1. Now two vectors, so what? So it is defined as alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2. Again for some choices of real numbers alpha 1 and alpha 2. So this is called as linear combination of vectors V1 and V2. Now the same idea can be extended to n number of vectors. So if I have, let us say n vectors as a subset of V, then the linear combination of these n vectors can be defined as, now I hope you can guess, it will be alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 and so on alpha n Vn for some alpha i's belonging to R. Now let me explain you by taking an example so the idea will be more clear. Now here we will talk about the vectors in R2. So suppose my collection is containing only one vector, that is 1 0, or you can say we are talking about only linear combination of one vector, that is 1 0. So what will be that linear combination? It will be alpha multiplied by 1 0, that's it, for some alpha belonging to R. So this is called as linear combination of the vector 1 0, and definitely you can simplify it and you will get it to be some alpha comma 0. Now suppose we have to talk about linear combination of these two vectors, that is 1 0 and 0 1. Now you might have already understood. So what will be the linear combination of these two vectors? Let me give them names as V1 and V2. So the linear combination will be alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2, and if we put the values, it will be alpha 1 1 0 plus alpha 2 0 1. And if you solve it further, obviously you can do it, and this is called as actually linear combination of vectors V1 and V2, and after solving it you will get it to be some alpha 1 and alpha 2, where this alpha 1 and alpha 2 are real numbers. So this is called as linear combination of 1 0 and 0 1. Now similarly the idea can be extended to 3 vectors, 4 vectors and so on. Now only the thing to understand here is, if my vector space changes, your vectors are going to change. I mean, my vector space can be a set of polynomials or set of matrices. In that cases my vectors will be polynomials and matrices. We are going to go through the examples so you will understand it in a clear way. Now what if I choose some values of alpha 1 and alpha 2, that is a question. So let us say alpha 1 is 2 and alpha 2 is 3. So once I talk about 2 comma 3, so 2 comma 3 can be written as you can see, I am putting the values of alpha 1 and alpha 2 over here. So it will be 2 multiplied by 1 0 plus 3 multiplied by 0 1. Now on the right hand side you can see that it is a linear combination of the vector 1 0 and 0 1, isn't it? Because my alpha 1 and alpha 2 I am choosing it to be 2 and 3 respectively, and if I solve it I am getting the vector 2 comma 3, and this has certain nomenclature. So whenever you see such type of a equation, we say that this vector 2 3 can be written as linear combination of vector 1 0 and 0 1. I will repeat again. What do we say? We say that the vector 2 3 can be written as linear combination of 1 0 and 0 1. And suppose I change the vectors. Let us say 2 multiplied by 1 comma 1 plus 3 multiplied by 1 comma minus 1. So if I do certain calculations, I will find that the first coordinate is 5, because 2 plus 3 will be 5, and next 2 minus 3 will be minus 1 here, and thus now I can say that this 5 minus 1 can be written as linear combination of the vectors 1 minus 1 and 1 comma 1 and 1 comma minus 1, because on the right hand side you can see that we are having linear combination of the vectors 1 1 and 1 minus 1. So similarly this idea can be understood by taking different examples, and that is what we are going to go for. But before that, let us try to write the definition in a proper way. So as you can see here, so given a vector space V over R and set of vectors v1 v2 up to vn from V, then a finite linear combination, I will underline the word finite. Now I hope you understood what do you mean by finite linear combination, since only finitely many vectors are involved. Okay, or in the other words you can say that the summation is containing only finitely many terms, thus it is called as finite linear combination. And how it is defined? It is defined in this way, with this alpha I to be real numbers. And a note which I have told you right now, if V can be written in this form, then we say that V is a linear combination of the vectors v1 v2 up to vn. Now let us go for certain examples so that idea will be more clear. So in the first example they are saying that what is the question? The question is, express the vector V as a linear combination of other given vectors. So you can see naturally over here our vector space is nothing but R2, which can be easily understood by our mere observation. So here we have to express this V as a linear combination of V1 and V2. What does it mean? What we have to do exactly? So here the thing that we have to do is we have to write this vector 1 3 as a linear combination of 1 2 and minus 1 3. But according to definition, what is that? That is nothing but alpha 1 1 comma 2. Let me write it here. Yes, so we have to write this vector 1 3 as alpha 1 1 comma 2 plus alpha 2 minus 1 comma 3 for some choices of alpha 1 and alpha 2. So this alpha 1 and alpha 2 actually we have to find, since we have to express this 1 3, right? So I will say let 1 3 is equal to this with this alpha 1 and alpha 2 belonging to R. Now the logic is simply go on solving this and we will get some system of linear equations, and we have to solve that system to get the value of alpha 1 and alpha 2, and later on we can verify our answer as well. So chalo, let us begin. So this is equal to, after putting the values, so I will say rather after simplifying you will get alpha 1 comma 2 alpha 1 plus minus alpha 2 comma 3 alpha 2, and this will be equal to alpha 1 minus alpha 2 comma 2 alpha 1 plus 3 alpha 2, and on the left hand side we are having 1 comma 3. Now simply by comparing what we will get, Now after comparing the left hand side and right hand side, what we will get? We will have I'll say therefore alpha 1 minus alpha 2 will be 1 and 2 alpha 1 plus 3 alpha 2 will be 3. Now what do you mean by comparing? Actually as we know, if we have xy is equal to AB, then when these 2 points in R2 will be equal, this is possible only if this x is equal to A and y is equal to B, and that is exactly the property that we have used here. So these 2 points in R2 will be equal if and only if this 1 is equal to alpha 1 minus alpha 2 and this 3 is equal to 2 alpha 1 plus 3 alpha 2. So I will give this as names as 1 and 2. Now you can see that this is a system of linear equations in the unknowns alpha 1 and alpha 2 which we have to solve. So the logic is simply solve this system. I will multiply first equation by 3. So therefore what I will have, now simply by adding this will get cancelled out. So 5 alpha 1 will be equal to 6 and therefore alpha 1 will be equal to 6 upon 5. Now simply put the value of alpha 1 in equation 1. From the equation 1 our value of alpha 2 will be a black pen. So value of alpha 2 will be 1 minus alpha 1 and actually value of minus alpha 2, right? 1 minus alpha 1, and thus our alpha 2 will be alpha 1 minus 1, and which will be equal to 6 upon 5 minus 1, and which is equal to 1 upon 5. So we got the value of alpha 2. Now simply last step that is left out is to put the values of alpha 1 and alpha 2 in the equation star. Remember, this is our equation star that we have started with. So I will say put alpha 1 and alpha 2 in star, and therefore what we will get, 1 comma 3 will be equal to 6 upon 5 1 comma 2 plus 1 upon 5 minus 1 comma 3. Thus this completes the solution. Therefore we have expressed 1 3 as a linear combination of 1 2 and minus 1 3. Now one more thing you can do is you can verify your answer in the examination so that it will convince you that whatever you have done, whatever calculations you have done that are right, so that you will get full marks. So verifying is simple. Simply start with the right hand side, go on doing the calculations and see that whether you are getting the left hand side or not, and which will be equal to, as you can see, I will get 5 upon 5 which is 1 and 15 upon 5 which is 3, and that is nothing but our LHS. So we have started with RHS and we can see that we are able to prove that it is equal to LHS. Thus our answer is also verified. Therefore whatever calculations we have done that are right, and we can say that we have correctly expressed this 1 3 as a linear combination of 1 2 and minus 1 3. Now moving towards next example. So the second example I leave it to you. It is homework.